Hi, I'm Janie, and I am a self-love coach and a Holy Fire Reiki master. And I'm here to help you discover a new path to planning intentional self-care through self-love. And today's my last episode by myself. And this is something that I've thought about for a very long time. And I'm super excited about it. Beverly from Hummingbird Energy Healing is going to join me in April. And I am super excited about this new journey, just to have someone to kind of talk about self-love a little bit more in depth, and then have a little bit more structure. And I mean, it's an exciting time. It's something that I've wanted to do for a couple months now. And when I met Beverly, we just connected. It's like we known each other for years. And when you know. And it's just something that I'm just super excited about. I'm a little nervous because it's like a new chapter, but I mean, you always get that little nervous. It's not a bad way. It's a good nervous, and it's a good feeling. And it's just, what a journey. The world is changing, and I don't know if it's transforming. I don't know. I think it's transforming because it just feels like all the yuck is just like purging out. And I don't know, it's just a weird feeling. And I know it within myself, and that's the only really I can know is myself. For myself, I do feel like I'm changing. I do feel like I am stepping into my light a little bit more, getting that confidence that I desperately needed. And all those things that I needed to work on, and I still do. I mean, no one's perfect, and I don't think no one can ever reach perfection level, I don't think. But I just feel better about lots of things, and like my journey forward. When I started this podcast, I never did it with the intention of sponsors or the numbers. I don't even know how many views I have. I just don't look at that, because I just wanted to help people, and I still do. And with Beverly, oh man, so many awesome things are coming, and I just can't wait to, it's going to be double energy of Gemini. So if you're into astrology, you're going to get that Gemini flowy energy. And my rising is Aries, and my moon is Libra, so I have double air and fire. So for me, it's just such a joy to have Beverly come to my life. And we met through the self-love coaching, and the purpose of the Keep Going Soulful Podcast will still be the same, helping others with their self-care, self-love. We're going to add a little bit of astrology in there for my people who love astrology. And if you don't resonate with that, skip over that section, because we're going to have show notes to tell you, the order of things, and just skip over that section, and that's not a problem. And, at the end of the day, we each have to do what's best for us. And I hope that through my previous episodes and through my work, you have, gotten something positive out of it and amazing out of it. And I got to tell you that I'm just super blessed. And I mean, it's been a hard 2 years. It's been hard. But you know what? We're just going to move forward. We have to, and we have to do the self-love work. Because if we don't do that work, then we do not improve, right? And I have 3 things that I've been doing for myself, and I have my little notes here. And I want to share with you the things that I've been doing to help myself step into that light, step into who I'm supposed to be, who I am at the core, and all that jazz. If you hear any running around, it's my cats are having a blast today. So That's good. I love that they're playing around. So let's get to it. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm a little in my emotions. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm also kind of reflective. But here are the three things I've been doing to help myself push forward, and not a push forward like I'm forcing myself. It's a pushing forward to be who I am meant to be. And that's all I can do. So the first thing that I did for myself, and I'm doing for myself, and I will continue to do for myself for the rest of my life, honestly, is to be more aware. So becoming more aware of what my actions do for myself and others, and how I make people feel and how they make me feel, and why am I so like triggered by it, etc. And this work requires you to look at everything. And this means that you're not going to BS yourself. And this means that you're going to be honest, and you're going to have to take responsibility for how you feel and how you act. And whether it's good or bad, you have to own yourself. And that's something that I've always tried to do, but I think lately, like, it just resonates more with me. And, I'm 40 years old. Okay. So, without revealing too much of my personal life, because, certain things need to stay personal. I just carry a lot, and I carry a lot of things with me that trigger certain behaviors and trigger certain thoughts. And the power comes from me seeing that happening and taking that step back. So, for example, this is just a general example. You see a post on Facebook and you're just like, I'm ready to write my 10-point essay. But taking that step back, breathing it through, and realize, why is this triggering me so much? Why am I so angry about this? Now, this doesn't mean like you don't speak up about racism or ableism or social justice issues, things like that. You have to speak up to those things. I'm talking about, I don't know, I saw a post the other day where it's like, I don't remember what the post was, but it did kind of get me kind of like, ooh, I was like, I felt that blood boiling a little bit, like, how dare you with your entitlement. And speaking of entitlement, Kim Kardashian, so let's use her as an example, because she said some things that you go Google it, that were filled with entitlement, and that could kind of, make you bubbly and want to give your 10-point essay. But I mean, I think at this point in my life, I'm going to pick and choose my battles and just becoming more aware. Is this actually worth my time? Okay, so that's where I'm at right now. It's like, I'm aware of these feelings. I need to take a step back. Is this worth my time? And move forward. Okay. And we'll talk about like social justice and like emotional labor later, because that's a very important, conversation to have. And that's not really what I'm really talking about right here. I'm talking about just general stuff that happens in your life that's not as big as that, because racism, ableism, social justice issues, things like that, that's very important to have that conversation, but there's emotional cost and toll to that. So something to think about for later. So that's for me right now. I'm just becoming more aware and like, what's my role, and not to the point where it's like I'm questioning every single thing. I think with the big things, I'm really trying to do that more, and being more aware like that, and just kind of seeing, okay, well, I got upset about this, but why? Why am I so upset about this? Is it justified? Am I realistic? I mean, and I'm gonna tell you, most of the time it's like it is justified, but sometimes it's not, and that's where you have to kind of really become aware of that stuff. My cats are playing around here in the room with me, And you probably hear them go, shh, shh. So just FYI, if you hear that, that's them. Number 2 is forgiving myself. That is extremely hard. Because without revealing too much, about my past or whatever, because some things have to stay personal, like I've said before. For some reason, I've always felt like I'm bad, like I'm bad. And I'm not even bad, like I'm not even that bad. I mean, I'm just human, I make mistakes and I screw up every now and again. And who doesn't, right? And I kind of had that experience throughout my childhood and life where like I'm just bad. It's like, I can't be normal because of how I walk. I can't be normal because of this, that, and the other, whatever. And so those are the kinds of things that kind of like are the trigger for me for like not wanting to forgive myself. And so that's like the awareness that I had, like with that. And like realizing, forgive yourself for these thoughts. Choose better thoughts if you can. Choose to do better next time. Know your value, know your worth. Take the time to acknowledge the goodness in you and forgive yourself for what the past has held and choose better next time. That's all you can do. And that leads me to number 3, move forward with positivity, but not toxic, obviously, but move forward with the knowledge that, yes, you're going to screw up every now and again. You're going to hurt somebody's feelings. You're going to overstep. Here's the thing. It's important for you to know that you have the power within you to correct that, to make it better each and every time, and apologize and just move forward with your life. Forgive yourself. And that's all you can do sometimes. And if the other person doesn't want to forgive you, then that's okay. That's their right. And that's their life. And they have to handle whatever they want to handle, how they want to handle. And you have to do the same. But the issue is, you are choosing to do better next time, each and every time. And you get up. It's because sometimes, life feels like it's stuck up punching us. I mean, I know I felt like that a lot, where it's like, but I'm going to get up. It's like Captain America. I can do this all day. And, oh, Cap, but you can do this all day. And I'm just going to, for myself, and I can only speak for myself. So obviously through all of this stuff that I'm saying, take what you need, leave what you don't, etc. I'm only speaking from my experience. I have to keep moving forward for myself, because I know at the end of the day, I am a good person and I mean well, and I'm really trying my best to be the best version of myself that I can every day. And I can't let my own fears, doubts, or whatever keep me down. I have to rise up for myself because I know I deserve it. I deserve to keep going with determination. I owe it to myself to be empowered, to move forward and choose better each and every time and rise up. So I'm going to leave you with that. And I hope that this resonates with you, even if it's just one part. I hope it resonates with you, and that you will join me on this new journey of Keep Going Soulful. April 4th. It's Monday, April 4th, that we're going to launch our first episode together with Beverly, and I will link her social media below this episode. And it's been such a great ride, and it's getting better and better each day. We're also going to, oh, and by the way, we are going to still talk about planning. We are going to still have guests that are planning and self-love coaches. So we're going to alternate and do all that jazz. So, yeah, I am just super excited about this next journey. And it's just like, I'm in kind of my feelings about everything. And in a good way, it's not a bad thing. It's just like, oh, wow. Like we're doing this. We're moving forward. We're stepping into the light, and we're choosing better each and every day. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for your support. And I appreciate you, and I love each and every one of you. And I hope that you are safe and sound, and that you have love. And if you don't have love, I'm sending you some right now. And thank you so much. See you next time.